How can the fool free him or herself from the devil? Can the fool root out influence? The fool may only find release through the sudden change represented by the Tower card number 16. The Tower is the ego fortress each of us has built around our beautiful inner core. Gray, cold and rock hard, this fortress seems to protect but is really a prison. Sometimes only a monumental crisis can generate enough power to smash the walls of the tower. On card 16 we see an enlightening bolt striking this building. It has ejected the occupants who seem to be tumbling to their deaths. The crown indicates they were once proud rulers and now they are humbled by a force stronger than themselves. The fool may need such a severe shakeup if he or she is to free himself, but the resulting revelation makes the painful experience worthwhile. The dark despair is blasted away in an instant, and the light of truth is free to shine down. The fool is filled with a serene calm. The beautiful images on the star card number 17 attest to this tranquility. The woman pictured on card 17 is naked, her soul no longer hidden behind any disguise. Radiant stars shine in a cloudless sky, serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration. The fool is blessed with a trust that completely replaces the negative energies of the devil. The fool's faith of the future is restored. The fool is filled with joy and the fool's one wish is to share it generously with the rest of the world. The fool's heart is open, and the fool's love pours out freely. This peace after the storm is a magical moment for the fool. The fool feels as though there are better things coming than what is left behind. What effect could spoil this perfect calm? Is there another challenge for the fool? In fact, it is the bliss that the fool feels that makes the fool vulnerable to the illusions of the moon card number 18. The fool's joy is a feeling state. The fool's positive emotions are not yet subject to mental clarity. In his dreamy condition, the fool is susceptible to fantasy, distortion and a false picture of the truth. The moon stimulates the creative imagination. It opens the way for bizarre and beautiful thoughts to bubble up from the unconscious, but deep-seated fears and anxieties also arise. These experiences may cause the fool to feel lost and bewildered. It is the beautiful clarity of the sun card number 19 that directs the fool's imagination. The sun's illumination shines in all the hidden places. It dispels the clouds of confusion and fear. The sun enlightens, so the fool both feels and understands the goodness of the world. Now, the fool enjoys a vibrant energy and enthusiasm. The star's openness has solidified into an expansive assurance. The fool is the naked baby pictured on card 19, riding out joyously to face a new day. No challenge is too daunting. The fool feels a radiant vitality. The fool is able to realize inner greatness. The fool has been reborn. The fool's false, ego self has been shed, allowing his or her radiant, true self to manifest. The fool has discovered that joy, not fear, is at life's center. The fool feels set free. The fool forgives oneself and others, knowing that the fool's real self is pure and good. The fool may regret past mistakes, but the fool now knows they were due to ignorance of his or her true nature. The fool feels cleansed and refreshed, ready to start again. It is time for the fool to make a deeper judgment card 20 about life. The fool's own personal day of reckoning has arrived. Since the fool now sees him or herself truly, the fool can make the necessary decisions about the future. The fool can choose wisely which values to cherish, and which to discard. The angel on card 20 is the fool's higher self calling to rise up and fulfill the fool's promises. The fool discovers his or her true vocation. The fool's reason for entering this life. Doubts and hesitations vanish, and the fool is ready to follow his or her own dreams. The fool re-enters the world card 21, but this time with a more complete understanding. The fool has integrated all the disparate parts of oneself and achieved wholeness. The fool has reached a new level of happiness and fulfillment. The fool experiences life as full and meaningful. The future is filled with infinite promise. In line with interpersonal calling, the fool becomes actively involved in the world. The fool renders service by sharing his or her own unique gifts and talents and finds prosperity at whatever the fool attempts. Because the fool acts from inner certainty, the whole world conspires to see that the fool's efforts are rewarded. The fool has many accomplishments. So the fool's journey was not so foolish after all. Through perseverance and honesty, the fool re-established the spontaneous courage that first impelled him or her on the search for self, but now the fool is fully aware of his or her place in the world. This cycle is over, but the fool will never stop growing. Soon the fool will be ready to begin a new journey that will lead him to ever greater levels of understanding. Thanks so much for watching part 3 of The Fool's Journey. Subscribe if you'd like to see more tarot-related videos.